If you could leave Earth right now and travel outward, past every planet, past the sunlight, past where most maps simply stop, how far would you have to go before the solar system finally ends? Millions of kilometers, billions, try trillions. And out there in the dark, there may be more worlds than the 8 you know. Tonight, we go to the edge. We start where every human story begins. Earth. At 1 astronomical unit from the Sun, that's about 150 million kilometers. At this distance, sunlight takes 8 minutes to reach us. It feels like a huge number, but space is deceptive. Even after escaping Earth's gravity, we are barely anywhere. The solar system has only just begun. The inner planets Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars fit into a surprisingly small neighborhood. If you imagine Earth being just 1 meter away from the Sun, Neptune would be about 30 meters away. Think about that. Everything you learned in school about the planets barely fills your front yard. It's beyond Mars where the true, mind-bending vastness of our cosmic home really begins to unfold. After the inner planets, we cross the asteroid belt. And despite what you've seen in the movies, with ships dodging a constant barrage of rocks, it's mostly empty space. It's so vast that the chance of colliding with an asteroid is incredibly small. Then Jupiter appears. This is a planet so massive it contains more material than all the other planets combined. Its immense gravity shapes the entire solar system. It captures comets, it redirects asteroids, and many scientists believe it played a key role in making Earth a habitable planet by protecting it from ancient impacts. But even standing on a moon of Jupiter, you are still very, very close to home. We continue our journey outward, past the glorious rings of Saturn, past the sideways spinning, pale blue dot of Uranus. By the time we finally reach Neptune, the last of the giant planets, the world has changed completely. Here, sunlight is 900 times weaker than it is on Earth. The Sun is no longer a blazing, familiar disk in the sky. It has shrunk to become just a brilliant, intensely bright star. But even out here, 30 times farther from the Sun than Earth is, we are still nowhere near the edge. Welcome to the Kuiper Belt. This is a vast, donut-shaped ring of frozen leftovers from the birth of the planets billions of years ago. Here we find Pluto. We find other fascinating dwarf planets like Eris and Haumea. These are tiny worlds of rock and ice. And it's not just them. There are possibly thousands, even millions, more we haven't discovered yet. This region alone challenges the simple idea that our solar system has only a few planets. The truth is, it might have millions of small ones, a swarm of icy bodies orbiting in the distant twilight. Let's go farther still. We eventually reach a boundary called the Heliopause. This is the invisible bubble where the solar wind, that constant stream of charged particles flowing from the Sun, finally weakens and interstellar space begins pushing back. This is the true edge of the Sun's direct influence. NASA's Voyager 1 spacecraft crossed this boundary in 2012. It took over 35 years of continuous travel at incredible speeds just to get there. And yet, this is not the end of the solar system. Not even close. Now we enter the true frontier, the Oort cloud. Imagine a gigantic, spherical shell of icy objects surrounding our entire solar system. It stretches perhaps 100,000 astronomical units from the Sun. That's almost halfway to the nearest star, Proxima Centauri. This is where long-period comets, the ones that take thousands or millions of years to orbit the Sun, come from. They are nudged from their distant orbits and begin their long fall inward. And hidden inside this vast frozen swarm, there could be objects as large as planets, maybe even worlds bigger than Earth, drifting in eternal night. We simply don't know. They are too far, too dark, and they move too slowly for us to detect with our current technology. This idea leads to one of the most exciting mysteries in modern astronomy. Some scientists suspect something truly massive is hiding out here. A world perhaps 5 to 10 times the mass of Earth, often called Planet 9. We haven't seen it directly, but its immense gravity may be shaping the strange clustered orbits of the most distant icy bodies we've discovered in the Kuiper Belt. Imagine what it would be like to stand on a world out here in the depths of the Oort cloud. From this distance, the Sun would look like any other star, albeit a bright one. Another passing star could easily steal these distant worlds away. Borders are fragile. Ownership becomes temporary. 8 planets, a clear boundary, but the reality is so much messier, so much grander, and far more beautiful. Our planetary system is not a small family huddled around a campfire. It is a vast, fading influence that stretches halfway to the next star. And hidden in that darkness may be more planets than we ever imagined. The edge is not a wall. It is a whisper, and we are only just beginning to hear it. Thanks for watching.